Hi everybody, welcome to, this is supposed to be for Monday's yoga class, but I was resting yesterday, so uploading it today on Tuesday. So I thought today maybe we could do a lot of forearm work. You can go as far as you want with it, or you don't have to. I just have a wrist that's kind of been hurting, and I thought, well, we haven't done some forearm stuff in a while, so we could get into that. Here's Layla. Joining us as usual. So welcome, my name is Paige. We'll start in child's pose so we can open the hips, lengthen the spine, drop your forehead down, close your eyes and take some breaths here. Listen to the quality of your breath. Nice big breath in. And a big breath out. 2 more times. Go ahead and lift your chin. Crawl your hands over to the right and bring your left hand on top of your right hand as you pull the weight towards your left hip and pull your left seat down towards your left heel. Let your head drop, breathe here. It's okay if your head doesn't touch the ground. Breathe into sensation. Come back into center and then all the way to the other side. So left hand goes down, right hand on top of your left. Let your head drop. Pull the weight equally into the right hip as much as the left. Right away, tap into the breath. Slowly come back into center. And then from here, let's go right into forearm. So we'll take a forearm tabletop. So stacking joints whenever you can, so knees right under your hips. Inhale for your cow pose. Exhale for your cat pose. So we're just doing the same thing on our forearms. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more sets. Exhale. Last 2. Follow the breath. 1 more time. Let the belly expand. And then really pull your belly up and in. Good, neutral forearm tabletop. We'll go ahead and kick that right leg back and then rotate through the ankle in both directions. Go ahead and kick the right leg nice and high for a moment, straighten it out. And then bring your right knee towards your right shoulder. Inhale, straighten it up to the ceiling. Exhale to the right shoulder. Inhale up. Exhale, right shoulder. Kick it up. And then bend your knee, start to open the hip towards the left. Now from here, we're going to keep our right forearm down, take your left hand, maybe grab onto the right foot. Keep pressing into the top of the bottom foot. Woo, yeah, finding a little balance here. 1 more breath. And give it a slow release, nice intentional if it feels good to arch. And then neutral spine, go for it. We're going to kick the left leg back, rotate through the ankle in both directions. And from here, take an inhale as you extend your leg nice and high. Exhale, knee in towards your nose. Inhale, push through the ball of the foot. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, pull it in. Kick it back. Bend your knees, start to open the hips so it becomes a little closer towards the right side. So you can grab the foot and then kick into the hand, press into the top of the right foot. Breathe here. 2 more breaths. 1 more. And slowly release, maybe into a cat. And then a neutral forearm tabletop. Let's go ahead and bring our knees together. Bring your arms back, palms faced up, forehead down. So this is child's pose as well. So at any point through this practice, if you're feeling like it's a lot going on with your shoulders and in general, it's always an option. But here, it lets your shoulders kind of relax and soften a little bit because we'll be working into them a lot today. And then we'll go ahead and sit up, have your toes curl under so you can stretch your feet out. Now, the feet don't get too much love, right? So we want to give them some attention. And from here, we're going to put our arms straight out in front of us. You're going to turn your palms out. Instead of like out, going pinkies up, or actually go thumbs in. And then from here, take your right arm on top of your left, interlace your fingers, and from here we'll go ahead and roll our arms out, and then we'll roll them back in and up. 2 more of those with the right arm on top. Breathe through it. Good, and then switch, and we're gonna go ahead and have the left hand go on top. So the palms are touching each other. Left arm is on top. Interlace the fingers, and 3 times here. Go ahead and push the elbows forward, and then go ahead and lift it here. So you're just playing with getting a forearm stretch and just working on some flexibility in the wrist as well. 1 more. And go ahead and release your arms. Rotate the wrist in both directions. And from here, we're still on the feet. If it became too much, you can always come off of them, but we'll stand up now. Inhale, reach it up. And as you exhale, go ahead and bring your hands to prayer. Inhale. Exhale, interlace your fingers, push away, and then arch your spine. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, over to the right. Inhale, back up, over to the left. Inhale, back up, and then exhale, bring the palms down to the ground. We'll go ahead and straighten out the legs for a high plank. Shift forward, exhale, lower all the way down. Cactus the right arm, keep the left hand where it is. Right ear goes down, bend your left knee, and then open up here into that right shoulder and right pec. So with this variation, my foot doesn't come to the ground, and that's okay, because it's gonna be more intense with the right elbow bend. Breathe into it. 1 more. And then slowly to center. Right hand comes underneath the right shoulder. Left arm is 90 degrees. The elbow is lined up to the shoulder. Press the left palm down, left ear down. Push your left shoulder head down as you bend the right knee. And then roll over here. Breathe here. Slowly back into center, and let's come up into Sphinx pose. Grip the fingertips, pull the heart forward and up. So you're really like stretching out the belly. Take an inhale. As you exhale, toes curled under, look in, and then start to lift your belly, lift the knees, forearm plank. If you need your hips to be a little higher, you can do that. Otherwise, try to get them level here, parallel to the ground. Big breaths. 1 more. Separate your feet. Roll both feet to the right and bring your left arm high. You can have your right fingertips point forward, or they can rotate in to the inside of the mat. Go ahead and bring your left forearm down. Both feet roll to the left. So I'm having the right foot in front of the left, so my feet are staggered. Lift the hips, reach the right arm high. Breathe here. Open through your top hand. 1 more breath. Both forearms down. Go ahead and walk your feet in, and then maybe pop it up into a downward facing dog. You could always just play around with that, moving around to get that right length and everything. So we'll go ahead and bend one knee and the other. Move your shoulders, move your neck, move your jaw. Moving the hips. Another big breath in. Big breath out. Look forward and step forward. Ragdoll for a moment. Soften the knees and shake it out. Rotate through the wrist. Interlace the hands behind you. Reach your fist forward. We're going to bend the right knee, lean it over to the right. Bend the left knee, lean it over to the left. And then 2 more times each side. Just go back and forth. Release your arms. Nice and slow. Chin to your chest on the inhale. Roll up to standing. And then from here, we'll go ahead and roll through our neck. One time in each direction. And then we'll roll the shoulders. And bring it up. Inhale. Back bend. Exhale. Open it up. Inhale. Reach it high. Grab onto your right wrist. Reach, or left wrist. Reach it over to the right. Inhale up. And then reach it over to the left. Back up. Breath in. Exhale. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Inhale. Plant your palms. Step back. High plank. So you can shift forward and chaturanga, but because my wrist is hurting, I'm going to shift forward. I'm going to take my knees, and I'm going to get my body to be 45 degrees from the ground. Then I'm just going to bend my elbows 45 degrees instead of 90, and then take upward facing dog. So it's always an option for you as well. Knees are off the ground here. Toes curled back under, downward facing dog. And then we'll go ahead and flow with that. Feet together, inhale. Tippy toes, exhale, step or hop, top of the mat, halfway lift the toes if you can, exhale, forward fold. Tadasana, bring it all the way up, exhale, back bend. Inhale, reach it high, reach it over to the right. Back up on the inhale, exhale over to the left. Inhale, reach it up, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Go ahead and plant your palms and step back to high plank. Shift forward, knees down if you want to try it. 45 degrees in the arms. Inhale, pull the feet forward, up dog. Press into the hands, downward facing dog. One more breath here. Good, and then from here, we'll go ahead and come down into tabletop. And we're gonna bring bring both forearms down. So we'll just set it up this way. Both forearms down, and we're gonna go ahead and straighten the legs out, forearm plank. Oh, hi Jackson. We're gonna roll to the right hand, and then take the left ball of the foot behind you for wild thing. Form wild thing. You could rotate through the top arm behind you in big circles to open the shoulder. And then we'll come back to our forearms. Roll it to the left, right foot behind you, and just have the ball of the foot behind you so you can find more lift. And then circle the top arm behind you and watch out for your surroundings in your home. And then we'll come back into our forearms, walk the feet in a little bit, bend the knees, pop up the elbows, hands down. If you need to walk the feet back, go for it. Right leg high on the inhale. Right knee, right shoulder like we did before. Inhale, back up. Exhale, bring it through. Low lunge. Take an inhale here. Exhale for your Jiva squat. Bring your fingertips down. Left foot drops. Come up. Crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale. Twist it over the right shoulder. Gaze over your right thumb. Sink back into that front knee. And we're going to open all the way to warrior two. So take an inhale. Exhale, settle in. Breath in. Extended side angle, come forward and lean back into it. Reverse triangle, straighten the front leg, reach up, inhale. Exhale into triangle. Reach the arms up and down. Another breath here. Now, move your left foot to the left and in as your hips point forward, fold over your front leg. So you can use blocks here or anything you want underneath the hands. It's a short, wide stance for us to fold into pyramid. Left hand stays down, bring your right arm high. Keep that left heel pressing down. One more breath. And then we'll go standing split for just a moment. Land it back into your high plank. Shift forward. You can also take your knees lower all the way down and take cobra instead of up dog if you're feeling that. Or you can take the regular flow, high plank to downward facing dog. Left leg goes high, inhale. Left knee, left shoulder. Inhale, bring it high. Exhale, bring it through. Low lunge. Take an inhale, look forward as you drop the hips. And then exhale for a jiva squat. Just for a moment, maybe hands up at prayer for 3, 2, 1. Land it back for crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, twist to your left. Open the hands. Sink back into that front knee. Push through the back heel. Inhale. Reach it up. Exhale. Drop it into warrior 2. Inhale here. Extended side angle. Come forward. Roll the shoulder back and pull it towards its socket. Inhale, reverse triangle. Big breath in. Into triangle. Hips shift. Reach as far as you can, and then just reach straight up and down. Press the knuckles back in both hands. One more breath in. Take your right foot, move it to the right, and move it in. So it's a short, wide stance. Turn the hips forward, shoulders forward. Take an inhale, reach maybe, and then exhale, fold over your legs. 2 more breaths. One more. Right hand stays down either on the ground, fingertips, or on the prop. Left arm goes high. So this is a revolved triangle. So you want to try to keep the legs straight. So if you can't, shorten and widen your stance. One more breath. To a standing split. So it's just a transition for a moment. And then we'll drop it back. Plant your palms. High plank. Your choice, either chaturanga, knees, or belly. Go ahead, find your upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Breathe here. Yeah, let's come down into tabletop, and we're gonna play with that flow again, and then we'll see where we are on time, and we might not get that 3rd set in there, but that's okay. So a little forearm work again. So let's try it out. Get the forearms down. You want to make sure the elbows are underneath your shoulders, fingertips are pointing forward. Push the ground away so you're not collapsing in the shoulders and you're pushing up. Straighten the legs. Drop the hips a little bit because they're probably higher than you think they are. Good. Now from here, we're going to roll to the right for our side plank. And then step your left foot in. So you're standing into it. We've done this before. You're going to reach up and over and exhale, dip into your right hip, reach back. 2 more. 1 more. There's a little different feeling here. And then we'll go back into our forearm plank. Roll it to the right or left, and you're going to slide your right foot in. Knee over the ankle, stand into it. Lift the hips up and over. Exhale, dip into it, reach back. Kind of gaze back. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. And then back into the forearms. We're going to walk the feet in, bend the knees, lift the hips up, and then take it into down dog. Right leg high, inhale. Exhale to the right shoulder. Inhale high. Exhale, bring it through, low lunge. From here, take an inhale. Exhale, jiva squat. Crescent lunge, inhale. Exhale, twist it to the right. Inhale, 5-pointed star to warrior 2. Inhale, extended side angle. Maybe a half bind, reverse triangle into triangle. Open it up, breathe here. Lengthen through the crown of your head, another inhale. Exhale, pyramid. Set up the feet and fold into it. Lengthen your spine on the inhale. Exhale, fold. 2 more. 1 more time. Go ahead and standing split to your low lunge, high plank, and then you decide. So if your wrist was hurting, because it happens, you could always lower all the way down to your cobra. You can even just hold high plank sometimes too, because that chaturanga can really hurt the wrist. Left leg goes high, inhale. Exhale to your left shoulder. Inhale high. Exhale, bring it through. Take an inhale first. And then exhale, jiva squat. Fingertips down, land it back, come up, crescent lunge. Inhale. Settle into the hips and twist it over the left. Inhale, basically 5-pointed star to warrior 2. Inhale, extended side angle. Half bind if you want to try it out. Reverse triangle, inhale. Exhale into triangle. Open it up. Press the hands back. So you're like creating all this openness and expansion from the heart space. Pull through the crown of the head. Yeah. Another breath. And then we're going to walk the right foot in and fold over the left leg. Breathe here. Another breath. Standing split as a transition, so we can take it back. High plank. Keep your gaze forward, whatever version you're taking here. And go into that second child's pose. Knees together. Palms up. Arms reach back, forehead down. Close your eyes. Deep breaths here to feel the back opening up. We're going to sit up. We're going to work on just holding our dolphin for a little bit, and then we're going to get into opening the outer shoulders. So with this, we've done it before. If not, it's a little bit awkward, but you'll feel it really good into those outer shoulders. So we're going to take the right arm underneath the left. You can have the arms like this, like in a V with the palms facing you and the right arm underneath the left elbow. Or you can take your right hand and grab on to your left wrist with the left palm facing your face. So either one, arms are not, hands are not together, or right hand is grabbing the left wrist, and you'll bring your arms down with your left palm facing up, now, or both palms facing up if it was too hard to grab the wrist. And then we're gonna walk the knees back a few inches so that you could feel that the hips are a little more over the knees. It's hard when you don't have a mirror, but maybe if you can see yourself in your phone or your computer, that might help. And then pull your hips back from there. So it's kind of like we're doing puppy pose with like eagle arms, right? So really getting into those outer shoulders. Breathe here. I'm just resting my chin on my arms, but my gaze is slightly forward. I'm not gazing down or in, I'm just like slightly forward. So we slowly enter this pose and we want to slowly exit it. So we're gonna walk the knees in. I like to have my toes curled under just for a little extra support. Come up with the arms. When you release them, shake out the arms behind you. Take an inhale, shake them out. One more. Good, and then wrap up the left arm underneath. Maybe palms up, or maybe wrapping, and it can be different on each side. It really don't have to be exactly the same on both sides, because one side might need something different. So we're gonna bring the arms down with the right palm up, walk the knees back. Keep the arms where they are. You're just gonna pull your hips back. So you're just like pulling the weight back. It may not be very much before you feel it. So gaze is slightly forward. You can rest your chin or hover it, but breathe here. Walk the knees in, bring the arms up, and shake them out like there's water on your hands. You're trying to dry them like that. Good, and I'm just checking the time. Oh, good. If you want here, we'll just wrap it up. But first, just holding a dolphin pose. So you could push the ground away, you could lift a leg, you could hop up a little bit or a lot. Stay for a few extra breaths. One more. Drop your knees, cross your ankles, roll over your feet. Scoot forward onto your mat, bring your knees in, wrap the right leg on top, either like eagle legs or figure four legs, and then drop the legs over to the left as you gaze to the right. If your legs are all the way wrapped up, squeeze them. If you have more figure four, the right foot will go down to the ground. Either way, we're just playing with the twist. You could take your left hand to the outer right knee and help yourself into this twist a little further. Try to keep the right shoulder down, right palm up. You could have the right palm up with the arm cactus. And then bring it to center, left leg on top. Again, either eagle legs, wrapping them up, figure four, or just crossing at the knees. Bring the legs over to the right, gaze to the left, and you can use your right hand to help assist pulling your legs over to the right. Left palm's facing up. And then when you bring your legs to center, you can shake them out. If you're feeling like a plow pose or a shoulder stand or anything to kind of wrap it up, if you love like your happy baby or you want to go for a back bend, that's fine too, because you're at home, you can do whatever you want. Find whatever way you want to rest. It can be just arms and legs straight. You could have the feet together, the knees together. You could play with a different variation on your arms, one hand to heart, one hand to belly. Really, just take a moment to just drop into whatever you're feeling in this moment. Close your eyes. Connect into a natural breath now. I think she's attacking my hair. What are you doing back there? Oh, Layla. No. Starting to wrap it up, or if you're feeling like pausing and taking it up or taking it down, whatever you're needing out of this practice. Sorry, I got cat hair all over my face. If you need to have more meditation time or handstand practice time against the wall, whatever it is. Otherwise, if you only have this half an hour, I want to respect that, so go ahead and bring your knees in, give yourself a nice squeeze, roll to the right and the left, and then maybe forward and back, and come up to a seated pose, however you want to sit. Just sit nice and tall. Longer spine is always going to be better. We'll bring our hands to prayer and gaze down at the fingertips or close your eyes. So when things happen like, my wrist is hurting, I'm going to practice on my forearms and modify. Just like in life, right? When things come up and it's not going your way, we find a new way. We become stronger, we develop new skills, just like we have through this whole quarantine and everything. So remember that there is always a way, and you've got this. Thumbs to your third eye center, take an inhale. Bowing to the teacher in all things, namaste. Thank you so much for joining me and Layla. I feel like I should call it me and Layla Yoga. Paige and Layla Yoga. Love you guys. Stay in touch. Stay tuned in. The views keep me doing this for now until we can be together in person again. All right. Have a great rest of your week. I'll see you on Friday.